I'm up at my property in northern Minnesota. I am creating a bonsai oasis. In there, I have trees in the ground. And I have a few trees in pots. Welcome to Bonsai Acres. Welcome to Bonsai Acres. Very excited. Welcome back everyone up to Bonsai Acres, where I'm creating my bonsai oasis. And it's another beautiful, stunning Monday morning where we're gonna get some work done. I've got some trees in the ground. I've even brought a couple of my PAs, my little Portulacaria afras, because if I'm gone for a week and I don't water, they're okay. And so far they're doing all right. This morning, we're gonna tackle the west side of the shed. So this shed is about 35 feet or so this way, pushing 40. By about 30 feet wide. And the bottom is not covered up. So they had some particle board, some OSB particle board in the bottom. We ripped that out a couple episodes ago. And today we have some skirting. So I have some cedar toned, pressurized, treated wood that is ground contact certified. So when it touches the ground, we have little elements of moisture, it'll last a little bit longer. So we have the 1x8s for the outside, and they're gonna look all nice and pretty and brown and kind of match this. And on the inside, we're gonna go ahead and throw some 2x6s on the grade level. That way, I can put dirt all the way up to the side of the shed here, and I can have that grade going down so the moisture goes away from the shed. Now there seems to be a little bit of moisture that hangs around here, and they had kind of a trench in here. I'm not sure why, but if it continues to be a problem, once I have dirt up to here and I scoot it down this way, everything will drain this way. But if water wants to pool in here, I might even have to dig out again another trench, or maybe I'll make one of my many ponds on the property. I can just have a little pond right here where the water can just naturally go. That way it won't go that way, it can all seep down that way. We'll figure that out later. But in the meantime, we're gonna get this skirting done today up at Bonsai Acres. In the northwest corner, it is the worst of the height of the shed where critters can get in and the skirting has to go on. So we're gonna put the skirting right here. This is the grade level right up at this 2x6 right here that kind of holds the structure together with the 4x6 posts. So we're gonna put another 2x6 on this side of these beams, and so if I ever want to close this off and even insulate any of the in between, I could have a nice, warm, cozier place. Not four-season cozy, but certainly on the shoulder seasons and into the winter, I can be a lot more comfortable in here, and just more protection and more, just clean it up a little bit. And so we're gonna do that today. So the brown one's for the outside, the green one's for the inside. And then we take all this dirt that Toby and I brought in here, and we're gonna start to lay it down on the west side of the wall. So today it's gonna be the front southwest corner, because there's only about a 3-foot section, and then all the way to this corner. That's the goal for today. Well, there we have it. Not too bad. A couple of simple cuts, a little bit of warpage in a couple of areas, but we were able to lift up the wood and make it pretty seamless from left to right. So from the northwest corner all the way to the southwest corner, we have the skirting that will now put the sand up here and go down. Now again, this is ground contact material. So yes, over dozens and dozens, and probably in my lifetime, there could be some rotting at the bottom at some level, but it won't be as bad as, of course, untreated wood. So there we have it. We have the outside brown skirting. Nice, it kind of matches here. And there we go. So we're gonna go inside, do the green 2x6 section next. And then out here, next time I come up, we're gonna move this big timber here. And as we move more dirt here today, I hope, we're gonna make this first part of the building nice and flat all the way down. And we're gonna make a concrete slab right here. So it's nice and strong and it won't shift around, and it'll come right up here to the walk-in part of the garage. So again, you can see how high the door is, service door. And yeah, we can have steps going up, but we're gonna fill some dirt in there too, so we don't have to go down so far. So we're gonna have that hopefully created the next time we're here. I didn't bring cement up for this trip. Let's get the 2x6s up. We're making good progress. The west wall and the southwest corner by the service door is complete on the outside and in. We got the cedar tone on the outside, the 2x6 on the inside, and we got them pretty level. There's a little bit of issues with the whole thing isn't probably as plumb as I'd like it to be, but we're trying to make it as plumb this way so when the dirt comes in and the outside wall, however they squared it up, yeah, it's a little iffy, but I think it'll be fine. If we ever put a surface wall on here, we can go down past this a couple of inches and then you won't see the imperfection, and then the dirt will come to the bottom of this essentially. So we have gaping holes in here. We'll fill that with dirt up to the top of this basically. It'll kind of pour down in here. And I also put a plate right here by the service door so when I walk in I don't break my ankle twisting in there, but we'll have steps or some kind of structure there to keep us from hurting ourselves when we make our final product in here. But dirt will come up into here, and then we'll have no more critters coming in. There's that metal mesh behind there that's still nice and secure. So now, before we can get any more dirt here, besides what's over here, we got some stuff on the inside here I could start doing. But on the outside, I'm a little lacking. So in order to do that, I need the trailer. And in order to get the trailer going, I need the wheels. So it's time to call the place to see if my tires are ready for me to go pick them up. Hi Nate, this is Dave Weiss calling to see if my ATV tires are all put together. You bet, Dave Weiss. I'm on hold. Hello? Going good? Yeah. Dropped them off last week, Wednesday or Thursday. I just brought in my old ones on the rims for the ATV, and you were just going to plop them on in, and I told you I'd coming back on Monday, and you said that should work. Say again? Yeah, that's the one. Okay, that was Nate. No, I talked to Nate. He put me on hold. That was Dean, the guy who sold me the tires. He's going to go check now with Nate. So I don't think they're talking to each other. Every time I call in, they don't seem to know who I am. I'm sorry, you were cut out there a little bit. What was that? Well, like, give me a time in the afternoon. I was hoping to come out in the next 2 hours. 1 o'clock? I'll be there at 1 o'clock sharp. Yeah, they're not done, which is why you call first. Give me till the afternoon. Yeah, so 1 o'clock. So they were sitting there on Thursday, they were sitting there on Friday, they were sitting there on Saturday. They're not open on Sundays, and now it's Monday, 10 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, and they're not done with them yet. That's a super bummer. So that's gonna get me to the heat of the day. So I'm gonna be putting those things on here on the ATV and getting dirt and stuff at about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon when it's gonna be 85 degrees. Or I could go down the river. Made it to the Kettle River for a nice little kayak today, short and sweet. Found a new place to plunk into the river. Now, in my haste to get into the river quick and then get out so I could be at the tire place by 1, because I told them I'd be there 1 sharp, I forgot to pack 2 shirts for the river. You know, 1 for being in the river and then 1 to change when I'm out. I was left with going shirtless. Now, I'm not opposed to going shirtless, but I don't often sport and show off my incredible farmer's tan. Yeah, bring in the comments.
Much easier to put on than to take off. About 1/10 of the time.
Now the other 2 are going to be a little bit harder because it's nose down into the sand, so we got to put the jack on there and get it back up where we can get the tires on. So I got all the tires onto the ATV and it's working quite slick. Yeah, I went up and down the property a little bit, working real well. Got the trailer hooked up, but it's so hot. I haven't been out digging at all. I've been inside the garage still. Let's go check it out. So as you enter into the garage, this is where I've been cutting some wood. I have my sawhorses up, and there's all kinds of crap and stuff here, and there's still all kinds of crap. But here is what I've been working on. I brought this table up from the house this trip, and I'm putting dirt high up so it's going to be kind of where it will normally be when all the dirt's in here. So a lot of dirt yet to go. But some tools hanging, some tools right there, the lawnmower, got the ladder hanging up, and I got this bench that was donated just free of charge from someone. It's a little on a slant here right now, but that's okay. It's just going to hold some stuff just to keep it off the floor and out of the way. And then I got this cabinet way over here on the pallet. And notice again, I'm putting all the dirt here, so it's kind of level to where it's going to be. And you can kind of see how much more we have to do on this side. So I feel really good. I'm still sweating like, oh my gosh, it's unbelievable. I think I'm going to turn on the pump and water some trees. And I might even have to douse myself again to cool off because I've already been to the river once today. But this is fantastic progress. I'm very happy. As it cools off tonight, I might get a couple of trailers full of dirt for the outside portion. Otherwise, I'm just going to wait till the morning for a couple of hours while it's cool.
So I got 6 trailer fulls of dirt to round out the evening. I didn't know how much energy I'd have left. The heat's kind of sucking it out of me. But this part of the dig was in the shade, so that certainly helped. And so here's what 6 loads of dirt will get you from the trailer. So I need to build this up so it's as high as the threshold. Now I won't go threshold with dirt. I am going to make a stoop, a cement step, if you will, so it's nice and solid. It's not going to rot. And so this is just the start of the grade. We want it flat here, but slowly going down. So as you can see, 6 trailer full. I would probably need 6 to 10 more to add to this. That'll bring it up another 2 inches. And then I'll be able to, I think I'm going to make my slab out of 2x6s and put a little bit of dirt inside the 2x6. So the actual slab will be about 4 inches. But then what I'll do after I put another 6 to 10 trailer loads here on the next trip, what I'll do is I'll get some sand or some paver sand and put that on top of this dirt, tamp it down a little bit more, and then we should have some decent stability. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, but it's pretty scattered chance. I was able to water a couple of the trees, but it was pretty weak because the sun was already behind the trees, but the pump still worked, which was fantastic. It was kind of a trickle in a way, but that thing is magical. So there we have it. We are done for the trip. We got the whole garage really cleaned out. This whole west side with the brown treated, green treated on the inside. Now we just obviously need trailer fulls and trailer fulls. This was 6 for right here. So you know we're gonna need 20, 30 trailer fulls just to get kind of a semblance of level here. And then with all the rocks I have on the property, I'll probably put some rocks along the edge here too to kind of make it look pretty and protect from the rain. So it hits the rocks and not the dirt. So we'll see. I've got tons of rocks in the property. We'll make that work. But I am hot. I am tired. I think it's time for the air-conditioned trailer. So, hey, this was fantastic. Can't wait to come up here again. Until soon. Welcome to Bonsai Acres. Very excited.